So, I asked for your questions, and oh my god, did you bring them with force. So, welcome to Thursday Talks. Hi guys, it's Adam, and welcome to Thursday Talks. I'm going to try and keep this fairly short. For one, we've got about 11 questions, and for two, I don't know, I'm getting like a bit of a niggle in my throat, I don't even know how to explain it, hoarse, I suppose, hoarse voice. So I've got a cup of tea here anyway, well, don't know if you can see that. Oh god, no. Oh my god. What an idiot! Oh my god. I've not even got any tissue. I'll have to just clean that up in a minute. Oh god, it starts off good, doesn't it? Right, we'll get on with the questions. Luckily it was like 4 or 5 little drops there, or maybe 7 or 8. Yeah, so we'll get on with it now, and hopefully it won't go as badly. So first off, I'm going to start with the reselling related, and depending on time, I'll either do the non-reselling related in this video, or I will do a separate video for those. So reselling related questions. I'll start with DM. That isn't Danger Mouse, by the way. That's David McGregor. So DM asks, within the reselling Facebook groups, do you feel as if there is an element of my sales have been better than yours? Do these annoy or inspire you? I don't know. I think they are necessary to a certain degree. In terms of the competition element, it makes you want to do better, and then maybe another person does better, and then you do better, and it just sort of grows both of your businesses, or even everyone's businesses. I think maybe at a higher rate than if you were just doing it on your own with no contact with other resellers. So I think the element of sharing your sales and having that bravado and stuff, I think it does help, but I think you can take it too far. As you mentioned there, my sales have been better than yours and all that sort of stuff. It can take it too far, but if you try and keep it light-hearted, I think it's okay. So yeah, they do inspire me. And I think I would get annoyed if people were doing it like mega often and they were just constantly posting, and maybe it sort of slowly diverts into boasting as well. But I think it's needed every now and then. Next question, Carla, do you pay yourself a set wage each week from your profit? No, each month I do. Sort of take like 200 quid roughly each month, and that is literally for expenses. I pretty much don't buy anything for myself. I mean, I could take out a lot more than that, but I want the business to grow, and the amount I want to reinvest, I just want to plough it all back in. So, yeah, I could take more than that, and to be fair, there's a lot of Lego sets I want. I mean, don't know if you can see up there, but that General Grievous I actually need to sell. And then I'm hoping to get that entire back row there full with Lego TIE Fighters. That's the plan anyway, because I really like the look of TIE Fighters. So, and if you would like to know, I am a original trilogy kind of guy, not the new trilogy. Although saying that, I do like Clone Wars and stuff, but yeah, I like the original trilogy more. So yeah. In short, I'll actually answer your question now. I pay myself set wage, but not every week, every month, and the sum of around 200 quid. And I would say, if, in the first couple of years, what I've learnt the hard way is don't take out too much. Don't take out too much of the business, because it'll only put pressure on it, you see. And I was taking out a lot of money from the business early on, and I realised that, whoa, hang on a minute, I need to restrain myself, and then it'll alleviate the pressure. So, yeah, that's the answer to that one. Matt B asks, what sells best for Q4, new or used? I would be inclined to say new stock sells better, but I'm not basing that on any fact. But used stuff goes just as well. I mean, you can sell used video games, used toys and games, all that sort of stuff goes great as well, used. But obviously, of course, you're going to get lower amount for your used items. But then again, you're probably going to have to pay up or invest more into the new stuff. So, yeah, so it sort of swings and roundabouts. Dave Weeks says, have you got any of the low serial numbered fivers? No, but I've considered buying one. Not one of the the AA01. And I should clarify actually, it's not the serial, it's the prefix. Everyone's been saying the serial is the thing you need to look out for. It's not. So I'll just show you, I've got a £10 note ready. That there is what you want to be looking out for. That KC 117, not that exact one, but those 4 numbers. And that's what everyone's been saying is actually known as the serial number. But that isn't. Those 4 digits there are actually known as the prefix. That thing there is known as the serial number. So it's not the low numbered serials you want to be looking for. Well, you sort of do if you're a collector, but it's not the low numbered serials, it's the low numbered prefixes. The AA01, that's what you want to be looking for. But also, as I mentioned, low-numbered serials, for example, if that one there, that long number was 000001, that's also a good one on any banknote you get. As long as it's in good condition, way better condition than that, of course. If you've got a really low serial, like 00001, that's it, yeah. I was just checking. Yeah, 5 zeros and then a 1, you're cashed in, as long as it's in good condition. Any banknote, that is. Not just the new ones, any banknote, because it's what's known as a special serial. And if you want to know more on banknotes, you can message me personally. I love talking about it, and I'll talk your ear off, but I'm not going to go into it in this video. Jason, what has been the best week for sales for you? Last week, actually. That's a bit of an odd one, yeah, but last week. It's funny, that's weird. You actually asked that question in the middle of my best week for sales ever. That is really odd. Yeah, I would say last week I did 150 quid plus on some days. I did about 120 on a couple of days. I did 90 on one day. So it was really consistent. I think I cleared 800-900 that week. Really, really good. Best week I've ever done, as I say. And what a great start to Q4. I mean, I was not expecting it to take off like that. And I think it's slowed down a little. Yeah, it slowed down a little bit, but not mega. I mean, there's still sales are coming in, so that's good. Next one. Where are we now? Oh, also from Jason. Most profitable sale. I don't know, I've had a few, I've got quite a few items, I've never broke the £100 mark, and it's really annoying. But I've actually got about 5 or 6, or maybe even a bit more, items on now between eBay and Amazon that are well over the £100. So I'm hoping that when they sell, I can broadcast it on the channel and say, look, I've actually made a sale over £100, because it just seems a little bit pathetic to me, just to me personally, that I've been doing this 16 months and not got a sale over 100 quid. I'm sure there's loads of people who have been doing it the same amount of time and not got that level of sales, but it just seems like I've got a lot on. That's the thing, I've got quite a few on now. I mean, yeah, I've got quite a few on that are good high value ones, but the longer tail, so I'm just waiting for them to sell, and once they sell I'll be really happy. But in terms of just now, I mean, I'd say 50p into 55 quid was really good. I did £18-19 into 80 quid with the FIFA games the other week. I did about 20 quid into 80 quid with the N64. I did, was it 50 quid on a Harry Potter Seen It. I've currently got a Harry Potter Seen It up at FBA for 150. I've got a James Bond DVD box set up at FBA for $99.99. I've got a Baco set number 4 on eBay for 130. I've got Lego on eBay for 200. I've got loads on, but they're just not selling. But yeah, in terms of the best profit, I'd say the FIFAs the other week, I'd say probably, which would have net me a profit of about 50 quid-ish. Oh, getting horse in my throat then. Not a horse in my throat, fog in my throat. Yeah, so, yeah, a bit pathetic really, that one. Next, he also asks, items I like listing selling the most. Video games, Lego, I suppose. Lego sealed sets, maybe, not so much the actual, like, built-up sets now. I like building them myself, but I don't know about sorting them and all that sort of stuff to sell on eBay. Yeah, I'd say video games probably the best. If you could sell on one platform, which would you choose? Please explain your answers. It sounds like an English test, that does. Please explain your answers. I'd say eBay, just because, and this is my explanation, you can sell pretty much everything on there, and on Amazon you can't really sell certain bits and bobs. And I've actually talked about this in another Thursday Talks episode. Well, actually, I've answered a very similar question. I've answered pretty much exactly the same question, but yeah, so I would say eBay because of the variety of things you can sell compared to Amazon. You know, you can sell the more unique items on eBay. And as I've mentioned in the past, I'm just an eBay kind of person. I do like Amazon, and I'm really getting into FBA a lot more. But it's very sort of, I don't know what the word is, like, it's sort of like a process. It's not really like I don't really enjoy the process loads, because it's not that unique, unusual items. It's just like standard everyday things, and it's just like one mundane process. Whereas eBay, yes, it is a process, but you can add a bit more personality to your listings. You can sell like random, weird, kooky items. So yeah, I suppose eBay if I had to choose. So that is all the reselling related questions, and since we're on 12 minutes, you know what, I'm just going to include the non-reselling related ones in this video. And hopefully we can get it done by, you know, within 20 minutes or so. Hopefully the video will be under 20 minutes. Yeah, I know I shouldn't slurp my tea, but I will. Happy Chap 84. What am I having for my Xmas dinner? Last year I had lamb, randomly, I think. Yeah, and I was really annoyed because I'm traditional in the sense that I like certain things to be the same. You know, like them to be upheld to tradition, I suppose. But yeah, so I had like lamb. I want turkey this year, but I really am a big lover of turkey. Yeah, so that's that. Olivia asks, what were my fave cartoons as a kid? Teletubbies. Oh no, that's not is it a cartoon? I don't know. Yeah, Teletubbies I liked. Fireman Sam, Bob the Builder, Brum, although they're not cartoon. Well, some of them are. God, it's hard. I can't even remember. There's so many. I love Chucklevision, but that wasn't a cartoon, was it? I'm trying to think of actual cartoons that are... SpongeBob. Yeah, I like SpongeBob. Oh, God, I don't know. It's hard, isn't it? I suppose I caught the start of Ben 10, but Ben 10 was a little bit after me. After my time. Oh, God, there's loads. I can't even think. All, like, loads of different ones that were... early, you know, like early 2000s. That was like sort of my time, my era. And I'm trying to think, you know, but main ones like Tweenies, your Teletubbies, things like that. And that's like CBeebies era. If I was moving up to like CBBC or like Cartoon Network, you know, when I was a little bit older, I would have said maybe like Codename Kids Next Door, or oh God, it's hard. Am I High? That was good, but that wasn't a cartoon. No, I can't think. There's so many. There is loads I'm missing off, but I just can't think. I liked iCarly and Victorious when they were on, but again, they're not cartoons. Cartoons. Oh, Cramp Twins. I used to like that. Cramp Twins, yeah. Arthur as well. Arthur, that was good. There's loads, but I just can't think. DM, David McGregor, asks, do you find reselling helps or hinders in your quest to find Mrs. Ads? Have you ever chatted up or been chatted up whilst out reselling? When I talk to girls, I try and think like I'm talking to the same sex. Sounds a bit weird, that, but in the sense that, so then I don't get nervous, because like if I were to really think about it and like think what I'm doing, trying to get a girl, it's like, oh god, I'm getting nervous, I can't do it. But if you just like go up confident, cocky, suave, and you're not really bothered whether they, whether they suppose want to go out with you or not, then that's the way to do it, because then it doesn't really matter, if you reject you or whatever, it doesn't matter. And actually, this is an actual fact, someone dared me to go up to a table, right, and get 5 girls' numbers, right, 5 girls off the table. I mean, these were good-looking girls as well. 5 good-looking girls, and I went up to the table, and I totally tricked my friend, because he was like right over the other end of the canteen. I walked up to the table, and I said, could I just get your numbers? Because my friend is having a dare with me. So I just explained to him what had happened. He couldn't have heard me. So then they all wrote the numbers on my hand. God knows if they were real numbers, but I think I did actually call one of them and they did answer. So, but yeah, so that was funny. In terms of reselling, that's not even relating to reselling, but I think it would probably hinder my quest, because I mean, it's quite a lonely job, isn't it? I mean, you go to the charity shops, but what you're going to find there? Old ladies, not my age group. But then again, here's hoping someone, a nice young girl comes onto the reselling group. There we go, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. We're in there, aren't we? But yeah, so that's that. I haven't actually chatted up or been chatted up to whilst out reselling. I've talked to girls and stuff at car boot stores, young girls my age, but I wouldn't consider it chatting up or anything. And finally, Fake Rachel asks, if you could be one age forever, what would it be? I've had this answer ready for years, actually, and my answer is 56. The reason being is because as long as you keep your exercise up, you're healthy and all that sort of stuff, then 56, at 56 you can be really fit, physically able, physically fit, but also, here's the key bit, you have life experience. And if you fuse the two of them together, then you can be very, very powerful, very mentally strong, still very physically able as well, and to me, it just seems like the perfect combination. Right now, I'm young, and I'm physically able, and I'm physically strong, but I'm not mentally as strong as I could be, and I don't have the experience that I could do. So, it's sort of like, I've got one half of it, but I've not got the other. Now, to attain the other, you have to go through years and years of life, which can, if you let it, turn you into someone who's less physically able. And that's the problem, because then you go towards this scale of the life, and you have the life experience, but you're not that physically able anymore, so you still only have one. But if you keep up that exercise and you smash it, then by the time you're 50, 55, 56, whatever, you can have both of them fused together. So that's my answer. That's why it's my answer. And also, I think it's a mental thing as well, because if you think that 21 or 22 is the best age ever, then what's going to happen is your brain subconsciously is going to think this is what happens. You're going up, you're going up, you're going up, you hit that 21 or you hit that 22, and it's like, this is my peak, and subconsciously you're thinking that because you've already let yourself believe it. And then you get to 23, 24, 25, whatever, and so on, and you just start going down. And you start going down because you believe that you've already passed your peak. Whereas if you have an end goal, or a goal that is very, very far away, then what happens is you're building up to it. You're not hitting it too early and then going down again. You're building up to it slowly, and then when you hit it, you are at your maximum level of potential. So that's why I do it. It's a mental thing. It means that I'm not thinking that I'm past my best when I get to 30 or 35 like most people do. I'm thinking positively, and that's what life is about. Having that positivity, and that is literally the secret to life. Controlling your body, controlling your mind, being physically able, going through all life's dramas and challenges. If you are positive, if you are a positive person and you go into it having that outlook from the beginning, you would be amazed at the things you could do and how much resilience you have as a human being. It is absolutely incredible. So I'm going to leave it on that note, quite a nice note actually to end on. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this little show. Well, I suppose it's quite a long show now. I am thinking sometime in the future to start doing Thursday Talks live. I have got to look into that a bit more. I'm still not sure. I don't know. I do know how to set it up, but I'm still not 100% confident. And I don't want to look like a complete fool on my first go, but I suppose that's just going to happen anyway. But yeah, so I wanted to broadcast that. I just wanted to make that known. I am thinking about it, so you never know. In the next few weeks, that might happen, might not. I just don't know. But yeah, so I'll leave it there, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like if you did. And don't forget to comment down any questions you may have for next week. See you in the next one, guys.